out, but I'm too lazy.
Have you ever been to Regis yet?
Who?
Regis. Where are you going to go get your haircut?
I have no idea. Hang on.
Regis Salon, right up by Walmart. It's not in Walmart. It's actually right next to GameStop.
Oh, okay.
Really good place.
Good place?
Yeah, cheap. Monday nights is men's night, and it's $10 off the price.
For men?
Yeah.
I don't think that applies to me.
That's a good point. I think boys are included.
Oh, okay, good. Hang on. Before we start, I just got to update that one of my players is inactive for my fantasy team.
Oh, that takes precedent. Go ahead.
Well, I think it's the player who plays tonight, so I kind of want to get it done.
Like I said, that takes precedent. Go do it.
But the friggin' app isn't working, so...
You know, you can do it.
Restart it. I probably could, but I'm not doing that.
Well, so nobody responded to your email. Nobody wants to be on the podcast.
Dude, people suck.
Nobody wants to be part of Mach7 anymore.
It is. Hang on, I gotta switch this guy
Mach7's dead. You know that, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's died.
All right, who should probably put in Bennett, because he's gonna score the most points. Yeah, it's kind of upsetting that it died while I was president, because, you know, I think that makes me look bad.
We're going to put Mach7 on your resume anyway?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we made stuff. It counts. It was groups.
Okay. You're being serious. I did not realize you were being serious.
I don't need to tell people how it disastrously failed. I just tell them that, you know, it happened. It was a thing.
And it was your project leads that went kaput. So.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't like you were forcing them to do stuff that they
true.
Didn't want to do.
It was
they didn't
them.
want to do the stuff.
They invented stuff to do and then didn't do it, so... Yeah. No, it's a real problem.
This dead.
Yeah. We're going to keep putting out podcasts, though, because we don't care.
No.
It doesn't matter to me.
I'm trying to think of what Web Zero says.
They don't say anything.
Something is dead. What? Snarkomatic is dead.
Yeah. It's dead. I'm shutting it down. It's really echoey in this room, too.
No, you can just delete the extra sound, can't you?
I could, but it's just annoying.
You move to a different room?
Because I can hear it. No, it's way too much work. I'm already set up here. Everything's good.
People just deal with it, right?
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it goes. Welcome to Mach7 Podcast number 18. I'm Andrew, joined this week by Travis. We are back to the two-man podcast because people are lame, so deal with it.
I agree.
Yeah, thanks. That was a real timely response.
I think suspense is good for a little bit of flavoring.
Yeah. This is the most suspenseful podcast we've ever produced. We just don't talk.
Is that our intro?
Yeah. What? You know?
I had specific requests.
Yeah, no, I didn't think of one, so.
Retry.
Nah, too late. We already started.
Spacebar.
Oh my god. No. So, what's going on?
Did you bring a list?
I brought this whole list of stuff.
You brought a list.
Yeah. Because I don't have anything else to talk about, and I had a bunch of gaming stuff, so I was like, I should probably write this down so I don't forget it all. So that's my list.
Why are you looking at me so?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
Well, I have everything to say.
This,
no,
this
except,
podcast is a failure.
You know, I think we should talk about the thing that we're both so excited for that just happened. That's the first number one thing I want to talk about.
Okay. Assassin's Creed Unity, right?
Exactly.
All right, good. It's coming out next week.
ACU.
Shout out to ACU and ACR.
And JCUs.
And JCUs as well. Sure, why not?
What's ACR?
Rogue. Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Revelations?
Also Revelations, yes.
Reinventation.
Jesus Christ. So what do you want to talk about? Bring it up.
No, you're in the pilot seat. I got shotgun.
Useless. So, this past week, Leet World Season 3 was announced. And,
totally unexpected, too.
Pretty hyped. Pretty excited.
Yeah, Smooth Few Films were just putting out, like, these live shorts, and they were moderately entertaining.
They weren't bad, but they weren't really, like...
Good.
I feel connected with this short, and I'm going to watch it 20 times now. It's just sort of like, all right, that happened.
You're trying too hard.
Yeah.
So, then all of a sudden, I'm expecting another wonderful quality video to pop out when I get an email from Smooth Few Films. And it's, in the caption, it says, Leet World was made 5 years ago. We made a video. We hope you don't hate it. And I'm thinking of, all right, so they're doing like a little recap, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Something like, all right, guys, shut up and quit asking us for Leet World. That's what I thought it was going to be like. This is all you're going to get for as far as Leet World goes. And then all of a sudden, I get the happiest day of my life. Leet World Season 3 is coming up. Oh my God.
Cried a little bit.
I did, actually. All these feels just all of a sudden came like goosebumps and crying, and I was jumping. It was so good.
I think I saw Eddie tweet that they like Smoothview had an announcement or something to make, or they're releasing some video.
After.
So I was like,
I looked at his tweets.
I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then so I checked back like an hour later or whatever when they posted the video, and they said, yeah, Leet World ended 5 years ago. On an unrelated note, here's a new video.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. It's probably like one of those PSAs that they did. Like, they did like a spring break PSA or something.
For Leet World?
For Leet World.
Oh, yeah, they did a few of those in the Christmas special.
Yeah. So I figured it would just be something like that, something stupid or whatever. And then it started, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Super hyped.
And I've been considered a voluntary moderator for the comment section on both the website and the YouTube video. So
you made like 4 comments on the YouTube video. I don't think that makes you a moderator.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Is that it? 4?
It was not very many.
I thought it felt like 18. Like I thought my name was all over.
I think you made a lot less than you thought you did.
Okay, good. I also put 2 comments on the asking for the podcast to come back because, quote unquote, 98% of all web celebrities have them. So.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're never going to be.
I also like that on one of the YouTube comments, you made a comment as Leet World Hero and then replied to yourself as Travis.
It depends on the device I'm on.
I thought that, but it's still funny that you replied to yourself.
I know.
What are you doing?
I had some, entertaining to say, and I was like, well, I don't want to open up a who knew comment, so I just go add it to this one. So
I like to think that you forgot that you were the one who made that comment and you thought you were replying to someone else.
No,
that's what I believe, though, because I think that's funnier.
Oh, the hype train, man.
So good.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's not until like 2015, though. And they only said 2015. Like
I heard April.
It'll probably be like December.
I don't know why I heard April, but I heard April. So, speaking of dates.
Okay. Shout out to dates.
Yeah.
Like the little
fruits.
Yeah. I was going to say chocolate things, but I guess they are
chocolates, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what dates
They're chocolate colored.
All right, there you go. Doo-doo.
Anyway, do you remember that Machinima, the Dragonborn Machinima I showed you?
Yes.
And he had that clip earlier this spring, and he said, just to let you guys know there's an update. I'm going to have a teaser trailer coming soon. Don't worry, it won't be like all the way out in November or December. He has not released a trailer.
No.
Nothing yet.
Well, Skyrim, it's tough to work with. We know that firsthand.
No, we don't.
That's true. We haven't worked on it at all. Speaking of that, so Stuart was back in the meetings on Monday.
Oh, yeah?
And he said that we should do an animation thing this weekend.
I have not heard anything about it.
I haven't either.
Was that your point?
Yeah, kind of. Just that he said that on Monday. So
yeah, or weren't we supposed to have one last weekend too?
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
And then that didn't happen. So, I don't know.
Snarkomatic's dead.
I'm not going to do anything. If Stuart sends out an email saying, like, hey, we're doing an animation thing on Saturday, then, okay, good. Because I probably could do it, and you could probably get people there for it, but it's like, if Stuart isn't the one taking the initiative, it's like, what's the point?
You're not project lead.
Yeah.
Anything else happen on Game of Squad?
No, absolutely not.
Anything ever happen with Silka?
No. Because we have to start making animation for her before she gives us music, so. Dude, it's totally going to happen.
I made a Khajiit in Skyrim.
Yeah, did you?
It's actually not that bad.
Really?
But I haven't even I started falling asleep. I don't know why, but Skyrim can put me to sleep. I think it's the music and just the atmosphere.
Music is so good.
And the music and just how relaxing, just looking at how gorgeous it is.
It's really not that gorgeous, but...
but you look at the scenery, like, you have this, not tundra, but like this woodland scape against
the woodland realm?
Yes, the woodland realm.
Okay.
Against like these beautiful craggy mountains, and then the sun's peeking over them, and then you have the beautiful music. It's just like,
if only the whole game wasn't like brown and gray.
Or white.
Dude, Ron Fall Creek has some green. That's good.
It does.
Yeah.
But that's what Skyrim is.
I know.
The northernmost.
It's boring.
Are they going to make a new one anytime soon?
I'm sure they will. Give them a few more years.
Did you know, I did not know that, but they made Skyrim instead of making a Game of Thrones game because they were, before they made Skyrim, they were offered to make a Game of Thrones game.
I'm okay with that. I like Skyrim.
I think everybody's okay with that.
Dude, Telltale's Game of Thrones game is coming out in December.
Telltale has a Game of Thrones game?
Yeah.
They did really good with Walking Dead.
They did. And The Wolf Among Us.
I never played A Wolf Among Us.
Pretty good. It's a lot less... Walking Dead has a lot of sort of puzzles. Like, you have to go get this item in order to, like...
Sneak around this
something.
item.
Especially, like, season 1.
Did you play the whole game?
I watched a Let's Play of it.
Oh, okay.
Both seasons. Season 1, it seemed like it had a lot more of that than Season 2, whereas Wolf Among Us is a lot more just walk around and talk to these people. But story's cool, and the characters are cool, so...
That's cool.
Yeah. Shout out to Telltale. Dude, we've gone so long, not just the two of us, I don't think we can carry a podcast anymore.
Well, I have something else to contribute.
Okay, go for it.
Did you watch any of the new trailers for Halo Nightfall?
No.
It's actually really cool.
I did watch the new Master Chief Collection trailers, though.
Is there a new one?
Nah, maybe not. I don't know. I watched one. That was pretty good. And then they have a TV spot that is...
Oh, wait. I think I know. Was it a... Describe it to me, what it was.
Well, the first trailer was just like 2 minutes of like just videos. Like it's just a trailer. But the TV spot was...
Did it start coming in on the Arbiter and the whole...
Maybe.
High Charity?
I don't remember.
And it shows us how gorgeous it is.
I watched this like 30 minutes ago, okay? You can't expect me to remember all the details.
I watched it a week ago and I remember just about everything that happened.
I know. That's the joke. Because I'm dumb and I can't remember things.
Well, I know, but I love Halo.
Okay. But no, the TV spot they have that was like 50 seconds long and had We Will Rock You.
That's not what I watched.
But they made it with like the gun sounds and stuff. It was pretty cool. It's kind of a good short video. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've seen it happen so many times.
Yeah?
Have you not watched YouTube?
No, never.
Halo 3 had
What is YouTube?
16,000 different videos from Halo 3 of people doing music with the guns.
Well, you know.
It was boring.
Okay.
Yeah, at first it was like awesome.
Coming at me here just because I watched a video.
Dude. Aggro.
So aggro.
But no, Nightfall looks really cool.
I believe it.
Do you know the backstory about it?
Did Nightfall? Is it a sequel to Titanfall in any way?
Well, it deals with the the Halo Ring 04, which is the one that you blow up in the first Halo.
I blew it up? Cool.
Yeah, you did.
Dude, I'm so good.
You beat it, didn't you?
Which one?
Halo 1, I just
What's
said.
Halo 1?
Halo Combat Evolved.
Oh, you mean the collector's edition? Alright, go on.
Having fun, troll.
Nah, I don't know. I'm not even making any sense anymore.
What happened that one day that you were trying to troll me so hard?
You mentioned something about Liam Neeson.
Oh, and you're like, who? And I just kept going.
Yeah.
Finally, I realized what you're doing, and I'm like, are you enjoying this?
Is that when you realized it? Yes. When you said, are you enjoying this?
Yes.
It took a lot longer than I thought it would. Oh, well. It's your own fault.
But it takes place basically on 04 plus, and like there's a few different spots. But there's a element that's found that can only kill humans, and that's it.
Cool.
So
the best kind of element.
It's released on a colonial planet, Cedra, I believe it is. And so the UNSC gets ONI, the Office of Naval Intelligence, to go and try to figure out where, go get this element and try to backwards engineer it so that they can put a defense for it. So
makes sense.
And it looks really cool because it tells a backstory of James Locke, who is a playable character in Halo 5.
Yeah. We talked about like 12,000 times.
So Halo 5.
Yeah. Shout out to Halo 5. Speaking of the Master Chief Collection, though, are you getting it on Tuesday?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If I don't get it Monday night.
Okay.
Is this GameStop open at midnight?
I would assume so.
I'm going to go get it at midnight.
So, we talked about streaming Assassin's Creed Unity.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather stream, like, Master Chief Collection multiplayer or something?
Which would you... Why don't we do both?
And we could also do both. But I was just wondering, because if we did the Master Chief Collection thing, I could bring over my TV and my console, and then we could stream one of the screens, and then I could record the other with my capture card, and then we can make YouTube videos out of it.
We can do both. Let's do both.
We could also do both. All right.
Let's do both. That's decided.
I'm down with that.
For what channel?
I don't know. Whatever.
Mach7.
Just Mach8, right. Now, can we please get like a better name than Mach8?
Well, I guess. We can think about it after.
We could make one that actually like makes sense and has a reason behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good one. So
Your turn to bring something up now.
Okay. So speaking of machinima, you finally finished Red vs. Blue.
Oh, did I ever? That was such a good season.
Why'd you wait so long to watch it?
Because I wanted them all out.
They've been all out for like 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah.
So what?
You've had plenty of time.
I've had shit to do, bruh.
That doesn't matter.
Sons of Anarchy came out on Netflix.
Sons of Anarchy is more important than
Star Wars came out on Netflix.
to new flicks.
I'll have something else to talk about as well,
okay.
Which is really short. It
right.
doesn't make sense. But let's continue this train of thought. Choo-choo. Beat you to it.
Train noise. Nah, I just want to know what you thought about season 12, that's all.
Oh my gosh, it was good. Who is your favorite new, like, underling?
I don't... Probably the Doctor.
Really?
Yeah, Doctor was cool. Okay. You don't seem impressed with my answer.
I'm not. Mine was either Matthews or Palomo.
Oh, those underlings.
No, the other one would have been fine. No,
I forgot about them, to be honest.
Oh my god, how can you forget about them?
Because it was 3 weeks since I watched the ending. That's why.
It's so funny.
I was gonna go back.
See, that's why you watch them all together.
I don't know. I was gonna go back and watch the whole season again, like yesterday, and then I decided to watch Ruby instead. So sorry.
Dude, you need to go watch them all together.
I will eventually.
It's so good. Felix is a good enemy. Locust is just typical.
Yeah.
Big badass.
Right.
He's not cool.
Dude, a BBA. I know, right?
Yeah, I don't. Who needs BBAs?
Yeah.
Who need BBC BBAs and whatever?
I feel like if Felix took his helmet off, he'd have a very punchable face. Like just someone you'd really want to punch really hard.
It doesn't help that his helmet just looks like a duck.
It does. Like an actual duck, not like an autocorrected duck.
But I bet in real life,
Black.
underneath the hood, he looks like a duck.
Yeah.
Uncorrected duck.
Nice. Way to go.
Felix, though, he's really good.
He is.
Like, what I really liked about this season is that I think they finally found the correct amount of CGI versus regular Halo animation.
Definitely.
Sometimes they do way too much, and sometimes you're like, well, it's only for the fight scenes. Why?
Right.
But this time it was like this perfect sprinkling, and it's just so good.
So good.
It's so, I wish it didn't get so serious towards, in the middle.
Yeah.
It totally lost all of its funny effect.
They've kind of been doing that ever since season 5 ended, though.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like, we're serious now.
I'm not saying you have to get rid of, the seriousness. That's fine, but, there wasn't much comedic effect in those 8 minutes.
It's true.
It was like, here's a huge chunk of the fucking story.
It's like,
boom.
It's like, oh god, this is an actual war that's happening. Oh man. This isn't funny any longer.
I'm glad that that's not so much based on the freelancer project anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of nice that they got away from that.
It only took them 6 seasons?
Yeah, approximately. The real problem is that it seemed like they wanted to tell the freelancer story, but then they felt the need to throw the Blood Gulch guys in there anyway, even though they didn't really fit in that well.
Absolutely. That's just why they made season 10.
Yeah.
Season 9 was the worst.
So now it feels like the Blood Gulch characters, they actually feel like they're part of the story again, rather than just being...
That might be why I liked it so
side
much.
attraction, yeah.
I thought they had a nice balance in 6 and 7, though.
Yeah, it was,
But 8, 9, 10...
Yeah.
And then 11 just was so fucking forced. 11 was bad. I tried to tell myself, this is good, this is Red vs. Blue, and then now, after watching 12, and then 1 through 5, I was like, no.
It was Miles' first season writing, give him a break.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
Well,
It wasn't funny.
You should tweet that
to him. It wasn't a good story.
I'm sure he'll really appreciate it.
I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who would say that.
Well, that's why he would really appreciate it. He loves criticism. Shout out to Miles Luna.
I don't know who that is.
He's a writer.
What voice?
He might have been Felix? I don't remember. I don't know who he did.
Gears of War just got bought by Microsoft.
Was it not already owned by Microsoft?
It was owned by Epic Games.
Okay.
So I'm remembering all this stuff because when we started talking about writers, it made me think of the Mass Effect movie that just changed writers. That's never going to get done. That's going to be like 7. Gears of War movie's never going to get done. World of Warcraft is coming out with a movie.
Yeah.
I don't know how you make a movie on that.
How do
you make a movie on an MMORPG, but you can't do it off a regular RPG like Mass Effect? Just totally flabbergasted me. Halo movie is never going to be done.
Speaking of movies, Star Wars got a subtitle.
What is it?
It's called The Force Awakens.
That's not bad.
That's not terrible.
No,
It could definitely be worse.
Yeah.
Could be Clone Wars, so.
You didn't like that name?
No, it was fun.
Oh.
I was trying to make a little pre-sequel suck joke.
Phantom Menace is the worst name.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Like it's not associated with anything.
They don't even call Darth Maul the Phantom Menace at any point.
Is that what it was supposed to be?
I would assume so.
But he wasn't like a phantom.
I know. I mean, maybe because Palpatine was a phantom throughout most of that movie, or when he was Darth Sidious instead of acting as Palpatine, because he was like a hologram. So it's like, oh, he's a phantom. I don't know.
That was the stupidest.
Doesn't
subtitle.
make any sense.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about, I all of a sudden just had a kick of nostalgia hit me.
Oh yeah.
Recently, and so I started purchasing, let's say, these games that from back in the day that okay, I didn't purchase them, but they've been released. Like the source code's been released. What's that term that Ross Scott uses?
Abandonware.
Abandonware.
Yeah.
Where the source code's been released and everything because nobody cares about it because nobody knows who has the rights anymore.
Right.
So I downloaded Mech Commander 2.
Okay.
Have you ever played that game?
No. Is that the one where you needed the whole it was almost like an arcade style machine that was just the controller to play it?
No.
I don't remember what game that was.
It
might have been like Mech Warrior or something.
Might have been.
I don't know.
It was just a regular strategy type game where you had your objectives and then you get to choose all these different mechs.
That's the game that Supreme Commander was made in.
Really?
Yeah.
And so you got to order all the mechs around and...
It's a pretty...
It's not as good as I remembered.
No. Most games aren't.
Of course, I downloaded a... So they kind of Microsoft released the source code and it kind of died and these guys kind of reverse engineered it with what they could find of the source code.
Uh-huh.
So it's it's missing all the music. It's missing all of the objective dialogue. So when your co-commander, what everything like that, they're like, let's go attack this objective. You don't hear any of that. So you just gotta follow these other people and do what they're doing.
Oh God. Seems like it'd be really hard to play that way.
Yeah, see, and it just wasn't that good. And then the graphics are pretty bad.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, I loved it because what you could do is you could change the weaponry because each mech had a box.
Okay.
And in these boxes were a bunch of sub boxes.
Sure.
What you could do is there was a big puzzle if you wanted it to be where you could add weapons and then heat sinks and armor. You could use whatever amounts of whatever one you wanted to.
Uh-huh.
However, you could fit it into these boxes.
Right.
And you might have a couple extra open spots,
sure.
whatever.
Makes sense.
I thought that was bee's knees back in the day, and now I'm looking back and there's 3 items. There's one armor, so you can choose just to have a bunch of armors, and there's machine gun, a couple different lasers, and a couple different rockets, and a Gauss cannon. That's it, and heat sinks.
Well,
that
customization though.
Yeah, I thought it was the coolest thing back then. Maybe I've been spoiled because nowadays that's a basic feature in a lot of games. And another cool thing I remembered was that you could get all these special I wouldn't say reinforcements, but you could pay money, not real money, but
in-game money.
Yeah, credits, resources as they call it, to have certain things you could set down an artillery gun here, and you could have it fire wherever. I mean, it was stationary, but it was a howitzer cannon.
Right. Makes sense.
Or scout copter or something like that. Well, there's 10 different choices, with all the money amounts, and then when you just, put your scroller over them, it's supposed to tell you what the item is. Totally does not.
Well,
so I really don't know what it does, and I'm really not gonna pay all the credits to do it. So yeah, that's my Mech Commander 2.
That's unfortunate.
Then I downloaded on the N64. Do you remember Turok?
Yeah.
Dinosaur Hunter, the very first one.
Sure. I never played it, but I know what it is.
You didn't play it?
No.
It was like one of the best games.
I was like a fetus when the N64 was out.
You're my same age.
I know. I was a fetus. So
what was I?
You were a.
I watched my dad play most. But I downloaded that, and I went to go play it. I can't figure out what I'm doing in the game. Like, you have to use the arrows to move.
Are you playing on an emulator?
No.
Oh. How are you playing it then?
Off of the game, the standalone.exe.
Oh, that's weird. All right. Never heard of that before.
I don't know. I'll talk to you about it later if you're really that concerned. So I can move the arrows, and all that does is just move my person on that axis. That does not move the camera or anything like that, and I cannot figure out how to do it. I cannot figure out how to shoot. I have pressed every button on the computer and the mouse. There's nothing. I've even tried voice commands like shoot, and it did not work.
Pretty sure that wouldn't work. Yeah, old games that weren't ever made for the PC.
It was made for the PC.
Oh, well, why have so much trouble with it?
I don't know. That's why I'm flabbergasted.
Maybe your PC is too good to run it.
Doubt it.
Dude, those old games that were released in
my computer's
1995.
Right alley, it feels like.
Sometimes they have incompatibilities.
And then I wanted, after I started looking up Turok, I didn't know there was a comic series.
Okay.
And I want to get all the comics. Well, I went to go download some of them, and there's nobody who has them to download. And there's no comic book store around here.
Yeah, buy them on Amazon.
They're expensive.
Well, look, you gotta...
For 4 of them is $12.
I don't think that's very expensive. What? Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know the price of comics usually, but I feel like that's not...
I feel like for something that came out in 1993 or 94, it should not be
collector's
$3
items.
a piece.
$3 a piece. That's not that much.
I thought that's how much the Halo comic book goes for right now.
I mean, maybe. I have no idea.
Aren't they supposed to lose their value over time?
It depends on if you keep them in mint condition.
I don't want to buy them in mint. I just want to read them. I don't even
want
just
wish someone scanned them onto the internet. So
I would love that.
Them. If you're listening and you have the Turok comics, scan them and send an email to
me.
Yeah, sure. We're not gonna put your email in there though. So.
Just at tweet me and then
at tweet me. Wow. Okay.
In a tweeter tango.
Sweeter. Now you got me doing it. Sweet lingo there, bro. So
that's about all my stories for this week.
Great.
I thought they were good.
This podcast is fantastic. I love only having 2 people. Mm-hmm. So much better than with 4 people or whatever. We should try doing a 5-person podcast one day.
I guess if everything's going down the tubes, why not? Yeah. We could always just not upload it.
It's true. If it's really, really bad, we just don't put it up.
Maybe Backseat Gamers.
Yeah, maybe. So, you weren't at the meeting, but...
I was not.
On Monday, Stuart was talking about how they tried to do a 4 Guys on a Futon episode.
It's Backseat Gamers, but not in a room.
I know. It's... Apparently... And they, validated my reason for, getting a room instead of, doing it in a dorm room. Because apparently their RA yelled at them for being too loud, multiple times while they were recording. That's why you don't do it in a dorm room. People didn't understand what I was talking about, I guess.
Plus, why would that be any different?
I have no idea. But he talked about how their recording software screwed up and they only got 30 minutes off of a hour and a half recording, so that's not coming out.
Just like Octodad, just like Baby's Mind.
Dude, we have so many good ideas that then just never get made.
Trifecta.
Yeah, well.
Can we make that?
Shout out to that. Sure.
If everything goes down,
you want to write it at some point, go for it.
I will write it if you animate it.
Okay.
And how?
All right.
Wait, spend our hands.
No, I'm not doing that. We'll sign up a contract.
What if my writing's not good?
I don't care.
I was already been told my writing's not good by Stuart.
Still better than mine. Mine is absolutely
rubbish. Can you just get Eddie to write for us?
Yeah, let's email him. Maybe they'll be on board. I'm sure he's not busy with anything right now.
In one of his tweets said, now I can finally tell people why I've been on Source so much.
I know. Dude, they're making it Source Filmmaker. I'm so excited.
I don't know how I feel about that. I'm torn.
I don't know. Well, I'm pumped. So.
What if they do it 50-50?
That was something I was thinking. Like, what if it was...
Like, what if they're doing it like Red vs. Blue?
Yeah. And they have some of it in...
I doubt it.
I would assume probably Go, but...
They didn't like the models in Go.
Oh, didn't they?
Mm-mm.
Are they going to stick with Source? Oh, I guess they're using Source Filmmaker, but...
Don't you read the comments?
No, never.
I told you I spent hours.
You should never spend time in YouTube comments because...
I did.
They are the most toxic thing on the internet.
Obviously, you have not been to 4chan.
I have not.
You obviously do not know the level of toxicity that the internet beholds upon you.
Well,
and then there's a
YouTube is right
like
up
Tor. I do not. That's too far for me because that's like when you need proxies upon proxies that hide your ISP address.
Good one. Good try.
I don't know what that is.
Dude, I fixed the internet in my house multiple times. It was awesome.
How do you fix an internet?
It's just like the router wasn't connected to the internet and I had to figure out why. And then I did it and then I was cheered by the other people in my house.
And yet you can't figure out that your brake fluid is low.
No. What does that mean? What's a brake fluid? Is that like headlight fluid or?
Elbow grease.
So speaking of Rooster Teeth other projects.
Are you talking to me about Laser Team?
Because I could. They started filming and it was awesome. I can't wait for that to come out. It's going to be so good.
You watch everything that they put out, don't you?
Yeah. But so they got some new stuff coming out and it's fantastic and you should absolutely watch it.
What is it called?
Well, I mentioned 10 Little Roosters, which is...
You did not mention that.
I did, as a matter of fact. Go back in your text. You said that you were watching Red vs. Blue right now. So I was like, all right, carry on.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. But it's like a murder mystery type show where...
Oh, that's what you told me. You said Rooster Teeth has a murder mystery show.
Yeah.
You should absolutely watch it. And I said, well, I'm watching Red vs. Blue. And you're like, well, carry on then.
Yeah. But it's pretty funny. But some of the jokes might go over your head since you don't watch all their content. Because it's like based in the RT Shorts universe and... Ryan is his character from the Minecraft Let's Plays. It's a whole thing. But, so they have that, and coming up they have a animated series called XRay Vav, which is about Ray and Gavin and how they're superheroes, which looks absolutely hilarious. And I'm so excited for it.
It's adorable.
XRay and Vav. That's what they say. But no, that's funny because that whole thing came about because in one of the achievement guides that Ray and Gavin, it was actually the Terminus achievement guide for Halo 4. They, like, while they were testing their audio, Gavin called himself Vav because he's dumb and he doesn't know English. And then later on in that video, Gavin asks Ray, because he started using Promethean vision, he was like, does anyone ever call you X-Ray? And he's like, no one has ever called me that. So then in all the videos after that, they started introducing themselves as X-Ray and Vav, and during the videos, they started, like, figuring out what the lore was behind these characters. And then it got on a t-shirt, and it was their team name for Minecraft videos, and now it's an animated show. So
that's normally how those things run.
Shout out to Ray and Gavin and X-Ray and Vav. God, those bells. They are the bane of my existence.
Nobody commented on my wonderful music last week.
It's not so bad on this side of the room. Or this.
I hear people talking. Do you hear people talking?
I do hear other people talking.
Okay, good. As long as you do as well.
It's not just in your head. Don't worry.
What else do you have here that I want to talk about?
Ubisoft
Games from Steam. What's that?
So for some reason, Ubisoft took off Assassin's Creed Unity, Far Cry 4, and something else. No, I don't remember what it is. But they took those games off of the US and UK Steam stores. They didn't really ever give a reason why. They were just like, we're in discussions with Valve right now, but you can purchase these games on other digital retailers or whatever.
Like Origin?
No, because it's Ubisoft, not EA.
Oh, that's a good point.
On Uplay, which is essentially Origin for Ubisoft. Yeah, they didn't give any reason. I was like, why is this
weird.
happening? I just saw it on Reddit today, and I was like, that's so strange. Why would that happen?
And what's that last one?
You'll love this. I saw some articles that said that Destiny 2 is in production.
You mean Borderlands 2?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No, that's just what they said. That
it wasn't actually considered a success?
If anything, it wasn't, because they planned on having like a 10-year trail for this one game. They weren't going to make a sequel. They were just going to make, DLC add-ons. Yeah. But apparently they're making Destiny 2 for some reason.
Wasn't that good?
So,
Apparently the playability of it is just...
Stop saying bleep blue.
My bad.
Stop it.
What was that?
Alarm
Why
clock.
did that just happen?
Alarm clock.
What do you have an alarm for, like 8 o'clock?
I'm quitting the rifle team,
Oh,
and I have to send out an email
okay, do it.
to
Do
the
it.
administration.
Do it in the middle of the podcast right now.
It'd be one-man podcast at that point.
Just do it. It won't take that long.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Administrators, I quit. Hard Travis.
Are there 2 of them and they're married? Is that the administrators?
Not even close.
What else do I have to talk about? So
Bleep bloop.
All right, thanks. GTA 5 is...
Bloop.
I hate you so much. So
Bleep bloop.
Travis, why?
Okay, that was my last one. I promise.
If you did it again,
I pinky swear.
it would be childish.
I pinky swear.
So there's this video
Does
of...
everybody call you X-ray?
No, never. Could we make that a thing? There's this video of this game show called Nevermind the Buzzcocks, which is a British, like, music comedy panel game show type thing. But one of the segments is called the intros round, where 2 of the people have to do an intro for a song, just like a cappella, and then the third person has to guess what the song is. So, the song they were doing started with na 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 na, and then like the host and the other team just when they finished that part just shouted Batman, and then they were like, oh sorry we won't do it again, and then of course they do it again, but this time like the audience is getting involved in it, like just shouting Batman, and then he's like, if I did it again that would be childish. So then of course he does the na part, but like pauses because he thinks that they're going to say it again, and nobody says anything.
Not even the audience?
No, nobody. But then there's like one guy in the audience who shouts, Batman. It was hilarious. It's such a fantastic video. And then one of the guy in the... I won't spoil the ending joke, never mind.
Yeah, we're going to watch this video now.
Please do.
That looks hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
Are you put that in the link dump?
Yeah, I'll put it in the link.
All right, I'll wait for the link dump. By the way, Bearcat.
Yeah, I know.
Can you fix that, please?
No, I'm not going to fix
It's
it.
going to drive me up a wall because I want to know what a Bearcat is.
Just Google Bearcat. Why do you need to follow the link in the link
It's in
zone?
the link dump. We made one for a reason.
Just Google it. It's not that hard.
High-quality podcast.
There are so many links that I've put in that I go to Wikipedia where it ends in parentheses, because if you have like multiple entries in Wikipedia for the same thing, like if one's a book, one's a movie or whatever, it'll have book or movie in parentheses at the end of the URL. But YouTube doesn't understand that, so it doesn't hyperlink the last parenthesis. So when you click on it, it just says like page not found or something.
So seriously, you can't go in and add in a parenthesis?
No, but it's because the hyperlink doesn't work. Like I can't control that in the description.
Can't you just write in, you hit hyperlink and then put it?
No, the parenthesis is there, but it's not part of the hyperlink, so it doesn't work.
Well, find me a different page. There has to be more than one page on Bearcat,
No,
because there are
absolutely not.
multiple pages and images of martins.
If you if you just Google Bearcat, you would know that.
I don't want to Google it. I want to.
All right, I'm gonna Google it right now. Where's my phone?
Yes. Okay. Show me what a Bearcat looks like.
It looks like
You know what's funny?
it's horrifying. Actually,
You know what's funny?
I really don't like the look of Bearcat.
You know what's funny?
What?
You have to put it in linked up again.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You have to add it. We talked about.
There's no point to putting in a link up again. Just listen to the last episode and go use the link that doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. So
Vamp.
shout out to link dumps. You need to vamp. I'm the one looking stuff up.
So. So I'm quitting the rifle team
Well-
so I can join Mach7 full time,
Sorry, I typed B Barcat because I'm not smart.
and I don't know if that was a worthwhile decision.
It absolutely was not, and I told you this when you mentioned that.
Yeah,
That
but I
was
was already ready to get my weeks and weekends underway.
Terrible decision.
I'm really excited.
That's a Bearcat.
What is this? Like a beaver with a club tail
I know.
with a porcupine face.
It's horrifying, right?
Oh my gosh! Come on, there has to be a friendlier image of this. Can I use? I'm
Yeah.
using your phone.
I mean,
Absolutely
No,
not.
it's not a happy-looking animal.
Oh my gosh!
It's just scary all the
That thing just
time.
looks like it's on menopause all the time. Like,
Is that one waving to you? Wait, we'll go back. Oh, it's someone else.
no, it's not. It's like,
Hi, I'm gonna kill you.
Can you please put that picture
That one I have to put the link up now, yeah.
Yes. No, actually, just put the picture over.
Oh, well, I mean, all right, that's a lot of work. Come on now.
No, that's high quality right there. Oh, I was sleeping, but it looks like I was having dreams of murdering.
That's all it does. Murder stuff.
They look like the same size, though, when they're either juvenile or if they're adult.
And then there's a picture of a gun for some reason.
That's what you need to have on you when you're facing a bear cat.
It's a bearcat gun. BCG.
Do they hang upside down, or is that just...
Probably. I mean, why wouldn't they?
Of course they...
Have you seen their
It's a
tail?
Splinter Cell cat.
Splinter Cell cat. Yeah, it's an SCC.
Oh my god, look at that thing.
It's like a possum, but, you know,
Dude,
deadlier.
That's like the combination of the scariest animals in the world.
Nah.
Bearcat sounded adorable. That is not adorable.
It sounds adorable? Absolutely not.
Just like
horrifying.
Red Bear or whatever.
What, Red Panda?
Yeah, Red Panda.
Yeah, those are cute.
Those are adorable.
I want one so bad. I'm going to look up pictures of red pandas now.
Can I see one just to get the nightmares out of my head?
Yeah,
From
absolutely.
the Bearcat. Where are those found?
I have no idea.
Oh, of course you don't, because you... Neither do I.
Yeah, just
because-
Google it. Aww.
It's eating a leaf. It doesn't want to hurt me. It wants to eat leaves. Like me.
Look, that one is, looks like he's in pain or something.
No, he's smiling for the camera. Look at that.
He's
Cheese.
Jesus Christ. So shout out to red pandas, and also, this one has a smaller version of itself in its mouth.
Is it eating it?
No, I think it's just carrying it around.
Like a
I'm pretty...
Lunchable?
Yeah. That's what it is. It's a red panda Lunchable. So this ends the part of the podcast.
You have to connect all those pictures, by the way.
Yeah, no, I don't. Don't tell me what to do.
I am the president of the podcast.
I'm an adult. Is that true?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know. It'd be nice if someone had told me. It'd also be nice if people responded to their emails. Just throwing that out there for anyone who listens to this.
Yeah, you had a pretty snarky email.
Respond to your emails. Otherwise, I'm going to get upset. Yeah.
Have you heard anything about Advanced Warfighter?
I mean, it's Advanced Warfare, but...
Whatever.
I mean, it was released this past week, so yeah.
Have you heard anything about it?
Yeah, I've heard some stuff. Heard that it was actually...
Please continue.
It was actually not the worst Call of Duty ever made, so that's good.
Was it something new, or is it the same old shit?
I mean, I don't know how much different they can really get, but they did add, like, since you're every player's wearing this exoskeleton thing, you can now do stuff like double jump, and there's an ability where you can, like, glide on, like, in the air for a while or something.
Oh, cool. So they made Titanfall Call of Duty?
Basically, yeah. But, at least it's not the same Call of Duty, as always. Also, Titanfall did it better, so there's that.
All my buddies were asking me, like, Frail and... You met Hippie, right?
I don't think I did.
I
think there was an ongoing joke where Hippie was always not in the call when I came in.
Yes, that's absolutely true. When you used to Skype us.
Yeah, used to. Don't do that anymore.
Yeah, because you would never answer it after we started calling you.
Yeah, well, it happened. I don't like talking on Skype. I don't like talking to people in general. So,
except for the podcast and me.
Yeah. Dude, this is like my social hour. This is the one time where I'll talk to people. And nobody shows up, so there's that. So mad. I'm so salty about that.
I had more stuff to talk about.
What about what? I got one more thing.
Okay, go ahead.
So, GTA 5 is being released on the new generation of consoles, right? And PC. And one of the biggest new features they have is you can now play it entirely in first person, as opposed to third
That's the first time you can ever do that in GTA,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it is.
That's pretty neat.
It's like, that's kind of interesting.
That is really neat.
And I guess they...
Whoa. Here's a question.
Okay.
I heard the Xbox One controllers can hook up to a computer.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
I think they have, like, Bluetooth connectivity somehow.
Oh, are you sure?
No, not at all.
I thought you could just hook it up with a charging cable.
Maybe.
Because you couldn't do that in the 360? Because I had the ESO beta. And I tried hooking up my Xbox 360 controller to it, and it did not work.
Why would you want to play that with a controller anyway?
That's why I do any game.
It's better with mouse and keyboard.
Any game. I have to have the...
Any game that has a hotbar where you can, like...
I understand that,
stuff is
but
better
I'm not
with
very good at MMORPGs on the computer because I never had a computer that can handle them.
But it's just... I mean, MMORPGs are the easiest to play on a computer because you just like.
But I'm saying I've never really played them.
Well, how are you going to get better at them if you never playing with mouse
I
and
need to
keyboard.
get a computer first.
Well,
So when I graduate in the spring, which is actually pretty exciting, I just talked to my advisor today.
yeah.
I am graduating at the end of this spring.
No, that's good.
So when I move and get a place, and if I still have money, which I probably won't,
Don't be ridiculous.
I will go buy a cheap desktop.
Okay.
So, because I mean, if I really don't need a laptop if I'm gonna be having my own place.
Yeah.
But when I'm mobile,
You got to make sure you're mobile. But apparently in GTA 5, they spent a lot of time, like, since it's all in first person, the driving is in first person too. So they, like, custom built a bunch of different dashboards and stuff. So, like, when you get anytime you get in a car, it'll look like it has a different dashboard. And all the things like the speedometer and stuff are functioning. So,
that's neat.
Not that you can barely see them anyway, but,
Oh, did you know Battlefield 5 got delayed?
They're making Battlefield 5?
That's what everybody's response was to it. Like there was like this big like Dice was like, "We're so sorry, we're gonna have to delay Battlefield 5," and everybody was like, "You didn't even make an announcement you were making it." But
Isn't Hardline still a thing? Like,
yeah, Hardline's coming out, and then they're working with Battlefront.
yeah. So why are they talking about Battlefield 5? Do they mean Hardline? No?
No, because Hardline uses Battlefield 4.
Right.
It's like an expansion pack, so that's why I'm not going to get it.
Right.
'Cause
Dude, DICE is dumb.
It's going to be like GTA meets Battlefield, which is going to be a bunch of people's wet dream, but not mine.
It's not even really going to be that, though, is it? I mean,
Cops and robbers.
yeah, it's not really... I mean, when you say GTA, I mean, you think like open world, not...
Well, I'm
really
talking
cops
about
and
like
robbers.
the elements of it where you're, cops and robbers. You never want to get caught by the cops, and if you do, you have to do all. Well, obviously, you don't play like me. I hit somebody on accident, and I have to run away from the cops because I refuse to pay the ticket or whatever like that.
Why don't you just kill all the cops?
Dude, do you listen to yourself?
Sometimes. That's wrong. People really need to stop whispering on this podcast. It's happening a lot recently, and it's really making me mad.
That's wrong.
There you go.
That's wrong.
That's much better. I appreciate that. I don't really have anything else to talk about.
What's this Hobbit trailer?
The final trailer for The Hobbit was released
When?
recently. I haven't watched it, so.
They stopped. They killed the production of Turok 2.
Bummer. I'm so upset. That's my crying noise.
I'm gonna be a dick.
I just, it's what I do. Do you want to talk about how that makes you feel, or?
Not anymore.
Okay, good. So, that's... Alright, that's it. I had a bunch of other things on here, but they don't really matter, so I don't care.
It snowed today.
It snowed a lot. More than it should have.
I told you in a comment that I saw Barry the Bear the other day.
Oh, yeah. Are you actually going to name him Barry? Is that
I even
happening?
named him Barry.
Good. Because I can call him Beery, which, I like to do.
What's that from?
That is from Michael's Let's Play of Resident Evil. Because Barry Burton is one of the supporting characters. But the voice actor for Jill Valentine says Beery instead of Barry. Because she's really,
Why
really
didn't you
bad.
do an internship for Rooster Teeth?
Because they wouldn't have me, because I'm not entertaining. There's a difference between me watching all their stuff and me being good at making stuff.
Well, you're computer sciences, aren't you?
Yeah. But...
You never talk about your... Do you actually go to school here?
Why would I?
You
Nobody cares about anything I would do. I guarantee it.
You've never told me once about anything you do.
Well, look. It's complicated.
Is it hard?
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
What do you do? What are some of the classes you're taking right now?
It's just like coding and stuff.
I don't... What do you mean coding? Like,
Exactly. You don't understand it, so why would I tell you
genome
about it?
Coding? Or?
Yeah, exactly. It's actually a co-anatomy major.
Are
Computer
there
science
females? Is
anatomy.
there co-eds in the co-anatomy class?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no girls here. Especially not in the computer science department.
That's true. And the ones that are not girls.
Yeah. way to break it up there. Alright, so should we end this? Because
Only like 30 minutes.
50 minutes, but okay.
Hey! No, but remember part of that was us not starting.
That was like 3 minutes!
No, that was a long time.
It was not a long time at
Talking about
all.
Stuff I am not proud of.
It was seriously like...
Did you do anything for Halloween?
3 minutes. No. Absolutely not. I saw... Okay, hang on. You probably didn't see this picture. Abby posted a picture of her Halloween costume.
Was it a nun?
Wow. Jesus. Abby, if you're listening to this, I apologize.
Punch Travis.
Yeah. Internet punch.
But, what's funny is I know nobody listens to these, so I can confidently say anything I want.
Yeah, you're not wrong, really.
I bet Chris was the heavy. I bet Stuart was something from Ruby.
Could be. Or anything.
Or Space Engineers.
There you go.
Is that supposed to be the Arbiter?
Yeah. And she,
Did she make that?
I have no idea. I was hoping she'd be on, but she's like, no, I'm not going to respond to your email. I guess she had a cardboard version of Master Chief taped to her back, so she could recreate that scene. Halloween! I didn't do anything, though. I stayed in my house and hoped that nobody came and knocked on the door, because I didn't have any candy to give, so.
Do you have all the lights off?
Yeah.
Did anybody come by?
No.
Did all your roommates stay home, too?
I think so. They might have gone out and, had some party or something, I don't know. I don't know what they do half the time. They're a bunch of animals, so I don't care.
Are they still animals?
No, absolutely. It's gotten a little bit better.
Why'd you ever talk with them?
No, I didn't. I think one of the other roommates did.
Did we listen to the podcast?
No.
I'm excited to do our live stream.
We went to Hardee's the other day, and me and two of the other guys, and they were talking about how...
Do you like banging some bitches?
Yeah, pretty much. That's all I really ever talk about, so I don't talk to them.
Really? Are you serious?
No. I mean, pretty much, but that's not why I don't talk to them. But they were talking about how one of the other guys listens to podcasts all the time and how that's really weird. And
hey, wait, whoa! One of your roomies listens to our podcast?
Not ours, but just other podcasts in general. And they're like, I like to listen to podcasts once in a while, but not all the time. So of course I was like, you should listen to my podcast, just like that. And then they laughed at me. So
so they're not listening to it?
No, I don't think so. But it is what it is. Dude, we got 7 people who watch this podcast.
I know, but you should leave sticky notes.
2 of them are us, so there's that.
Like 4 or 5, because Travis has a few different devices.
That's true.
But, at least we're not buying views.
That's true.
We could buy views.
We could be that guy.
But then we'd have to have money.
That's true, we don't have any money. I had money once.
And there really is no point to go pay for views to get money from views, because the turnaround's not there.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
Yeah.
Because it was $100 to get 100,000 views, and you need 1 million to start collecting.
Yeah.
And you don't get that much either.
Yeah.
You really don't make money off of that deal.
Probably not. It's doing that is more about because then other people will see there's 100,000 people who watch this. Maybe I should watch it too. And then they continue to watch all of your other content after that.
Big gamble.
I think that's the idea behind that process.
I don't know. I'm not a gambler.
So,
do you know who Felicia Day is?
Yes.
Markiplier just did a huge video with her.
Oh, really?
Actually, which is pretty cool. And one of the girls from Big Bang. And did you ever watch Community?
No.
Yeah, the show about community college.
Is that about community college?
Yeah, it was about community college.
I didn't even know that. I knew it was a show. I had no idea.
I can't stand it, and I loved community college. But the do you know the characters from it?
No.
There was a middle-aged old tall guy.
No.
Okay. Well, he was on it too. So a bunch of people there's on a YouTube video, and Markiplier got to be Felicia Day's wife, and I was like, you lucky.
I mean, her wife,
her husband.
Okay.
Did I say her wife?
Yeah, I was a little confused. What are you talking about?
No. Markiplier got to be her husband.
Yeah.
And Felicia Day was his wife.
It's like the dream.
That would have been nice.
Shout out to Felicia Day.
Agreed.
All right, can we end this now? Or you got more stuff
What are you,
to
a
talk
bunch
about?
of Chesters? There's that word again.
Okay. Shout out to Web Zeros. Do you think they'll make Web Zero Season 4?
Doubt
Season
it.
3? They should probably make Season 3 because they haven't made that
I
one.
doubt it. Plus, everybody looks different.
That's true. That's fine.
Eddie does not look the same,
You
and
can
neither
just,
does Nick.
You just,
Have you seen Nick's picture?
I have not.
He's a skinny mofo now.
I think I've just seen his profile
Who
picture on
wears...
Twitter.
Yeah, I know, and he wears denim.
Does he?
All the time.
That's weird.
I know. It's hello 80s.
80s called. They want their Alfred back. Alfred? Why did I say Alfred?
But Dan looks the same in his Twitter picture, except he looks pissed. He looks like he gave up, and I think that's why they came back to do Elite World Season 3.
Could be.
I think Eddie's probably the only one that's successful.
Could be. I don't know.
He's not at all, because he's just a writer.
You know,
He's unpublished.
Well, but I mean, he's working with stuff like with Rooster Teeth a bunch.
A bunch?
Yeah.
Like what?
A bunch. Like most of Red vs. Blue.
Really?
Yeah. He co-wrote a lot of that.
Huh. Whatever happened to the bomb?
The Andy?
Yeah. Is he still part of Rooster Teeth?
He blew up, right? At the end of season 5?
Well, it depends on what ending you watch.
I guess, but the canon ending.
Yeah, he blew up, but so did Tex, technically.
Well, he blew up, and then that's what crashed the ship, wasn't it?
I know the ship crashed because
the connection between season 5 and the beginning of season 6 is kind of a little sketchy.
Well, you fill in your own.
Yeah.
It's like an ad lib.
It's like, we didn't really mean to end it that way.
But I mean, like, they could easily call off one character and just have him voice another.
That's true.
I mean, it's not like they aren't doing multiple voices with different characters. I mean,
I don't even know who voices Andy.
The only black guy on the team.
Is that true?
He's a black guy who did it, which is not bad or good. I mean,
what's his name? I don't.
Andy, of course.
Shut up! You're dumb. Oh god, now I can't remember Tucker's voice actor's name.
Who Sarges?
Matt Hullen.
I'm struggling here.
Jason something is Tucker's.
Yeah, but he's not black.
He's not black. And Tucker's black, so.
Wow! Does it matter?
No, but it's totally true.
Lavernius.
First name is Lavernius. What? Are you black?
Does it matter? Well, no, I was curious. Well, why are you curious?
It doesn't matter. Why are you curious? It just seems like something I would have picked up on all these years. Yeah, you know what else I should have picked up on?
My fucking first name.
Shout out to Red vs. Blue. Can't wait for season 13.
What has Danny done? I think he's just been trying to be a director.
Who, from Smoothview?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the conversation that we were having. We started talking about Eddie, and then we...
You know, you got me off track. Yeah, he was out in L.A. doing stuff.
Well, so was Nick.
Yeah, also out in L.A. doing stuff.
Yeah, they were both out in L.A. and looks like they were very successful. Now they're coming back to do free...
Do Freeman's Mind, is that what you said?
No, free material on the web. I hope they do merchandise.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, that way they can make money.
It's true. I'd buy an Elite World shirt.
Oh my gosh, I would buy 7. One for every day of the week.
7, good show. Yeah, I mean, if it was good.
I think I'm going to leave a comment in about a month and asking them, hey, you know, you should do a lot of merchandise.
You should tweet them. They're more likely to read tweets than they are, like, YouTube comments.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely.
How do I do that?
You just type at Eddie Rivas, because that's his Twitter handle. You just say, hey,
all of them?
You should do merchandise. You could do all of them if you wanted.
Does that look tacky, though?
A little bit, but...
So I just do Eddie?
I would say just do Eddie, yeah.
Okay. What do I say?
Just, you should do merchandise for Elite World Season 3.
For Smoothview Films.
For Smoothview Films.
At Eddie? Or do I do at Eddie at the first?
You do it to begin with.
Dude, I don't know how to Twitter. I told you this.
Here's what you could do. Go on Twitter and look at the formatting of other people's tweets. Super easy.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well, look. If you want to know how to do the internet well...
I gotta go to 4chan.
Don't go to 4chan. Before you go to okay, if you're going to take that route, before you go to 4chan, just kill yourself, and then everything will be better. What was that noise? Like body slamming the wall.
Part of the building falling.
Well,
Levolution. That's a Battlefield term, just so you know.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of Assassin's Creed. At one point, Subject 16 is like, Revolution! Revolution!
Subject 16?
Because he's crazy. Yeah. What
one's that from?
Any game with Desmond in it. They talk about Subject 16 a lot. Because he died.
I need to beat 3 yet.
He did okay. Besides 3, he's in all the Ezio games. You don't need to beat 3. Just skip it.
I already bought it. I'm halfway. Well, kind of quarter way through.
Yeah, so just skip it.
It's really hard. It's not hard to play. No, it's just really hard to play.
Just play 4 instead. It's better.
Well, where do you think I get all this money from?
Rent it.
Ooh. Yeah, but I like to play my Assassin's Creed thoroughly.
Clearly. Taking like 12 months to play Assassin's Creed 3.
Because I just stopped. Like, I'd rather go start Skyrim over again and fall asleep than go do Assassin's Creed.
Then why do you have this need to finish it then? Like, if you don't enjoy playing it, what's the point?
Because I bought it.
I feel like that's not a good reason. I bought plenty of games I never played.
Do you think I should get Assassin's Creed...
Stop playing with that. Making noise.
Fuck off. Do you think I should get Assassin's Creed 4 for the Xbox One or for 360?
One, obviously.
But I mean... money-wise...
Aren't they the same price?
I'd buy used.
So they're probably the same price?
No.
Oh, alright.
I'm pretty sure Xbox 360 games are going to plummet here soon.
So buy it for the one because it's better. Because it has a higher frame rate.
Yeah, but Master Chief Collection is about to come out so that I can stop with my game crisis.
There you go.
But I think I feel like after I beat Halo 2, it's not going to care anymore.
You're whispering again.
I know!
You want to end this podcast? You seem very, like you're not interested in talking about anything.
I love talking.
Alright.
How was your day, honey?
Shut up. Just no.
Alright, guys. Thanks for listening to episode 18 of the
Mach7 it's episode 18. This podcast is legal. Alright. I forgot to say that at the beginning. That's all I wanted.
I was wondering what would be something creative for me to say, but now people can actually...
I'm going to cut that out and put it at the beginning because I forgot to say it.
No, you need to do that at the absolute end.
Okay, good point.
The stinger.
Both. I'll put it both. I'll put it...
Why do you like to repeat stuff?
We said 3 times. Because it's funny. That's why. 3.
Are we still going?
I don't know, are we?
I don't know. You tell me.
All right. I'm going to say no. Thanks for watching the Mach7 podcast. Tune in. Stick tuned next week for a new episode.
Did you just say stick tuned?
Shut up. You're dumb.